Let's have a look at the next problem. Alright, a firm has a problem with the proportion of chargebacks that occur on online credit card sales. Of a random sample of 1,000 online credit card sales, 10 involved a chargeback. The firm then instituted a new procedure in an attempt to reduce the proportion of chargebacks. With the new procedure, a random sample of 400 sales resulted in 2 chargebacks. Calculate the 95% confidence interval for the true decrease in the proportion of chargebacks. Alright, decrease. So decrease would be the old minus the new. Alright, if you can't work that out, just make up a situation. Let's say the old is 8%, the new is 6%, so the decrease is 8% minus 6% is 2%. Alright, so that's the way we'll do it. Old 1, new 2. And the old we have a sample size of 1,000. And the sample proportion there, 10 out of 1,000. It's 1%. New procedure, 400 is the sample size, 2 chargebacks. So 2 out of 400 looks like 0.5%, right? 0.05. But if you can't be certain, just work it out. So 2 divided by 400, right? Yes, 0.05, 0.5%. Alright, the problem asks us for the 95% confidence interval for the true decrease, P1 minus P2. Formula for that is the sample decrease plus or minus the appropriate z value times the standard deviation, sigma hat, so p hat 1 minus p hat 2. So for 95%, the z, as we've seen before, is 1.96. Sample difference or decrease, 1% minus 0.5%. It's 0.5%. Standard deviation, sigma hat, so p hat 1 minus p hat 2. Alright, formula p1 hat times complement 1 minus p1 hat on n1 plus p2 hat times 1 minus p2 hat on n2. Alright, p1 hat 0.01, it's complement. Use a calculator if you're not sure how to do that in your head. It's 0.99 divided by a sample size of 1,000 plus P2 hat, 0.5%, times its complement, 0.995 divided by the sample size, 400. Okay, let's get Excel to work that out. Square root of 1% times 99% divided by 1,000 plus 0.5% times 99.5% divided by 400. Let's expand that. So it's 004726. Alright, when our sample proportions get really tiny like this, 1%, 0.5%, then standard deviation will get tiny too. Alright, so our 99% confidence interval is the sample difference, P1 hat minus P2 hat. It's 0.005 plus or minus the z value, 1.96. times the standard deviation 0.004726. Back to Excel to work that out. 0.005 minus 1.96 times standard deviation, negative number, small, and then the upper limit 0.005 plus 1.9696 times standard deviation. Alright, getting a tiny number, but negative 0.04263. To the positive 0.01426. Alright, so this is our estimate of the true decrease. You'll notice that the true decrease on the upper limit could be a positive number of about 1.4%, but on the negative side the decrease could be negative. So a negative decrease is an increase. All right. So we can have an increase of about 0.4263%, or a decrease of 1.426%. Okay. But the true decrease could be 0, because the 0 is inside that interval. But anyway, this is a 95% confidence interval. And the new procedure might have done nothing, right? Because the 0 is within that interval. Alright, so that's the end of that example. That's the end of this video.